All right, should be good to go. So I'm going to cover a lot of different stuff here. A lot of it's just simple stuff that'll just take a few minutes to go over. But if you have questions, you want to go more in depth, whatever, or you have questions that I'm not answering that are on anything to do with technology and or otherwise, want to make sure and cover those so that you get that information. The first one, this is for those who need website help, and I thought we covered this enough, but obviously we don't, because I've had a couple of people ask me about it, and so I'm covering this just to make sure that you're aware of it, that it's here, and once you find out about it, maybe you're like, "Holy cow, I didn't even know that existed." But this is GoSocial Agent. They're partners with us at Fathom Realty. And if you go to fathom.gosocialagent.com, let me put that in chat if I can find chat again. Fathom.gosocialagent.com. So that link right there will take you to this webpage, which talks about all the things that GoSocial Agent can do for you as a Fathom agent. And there's a little video and stuff up here if you want to watch that. But they can do, so for free, you get basic posting. So if you sign up with them for free every month or every week, they will post 2 things for you for free. And so that's available to you if you want to hook up with them. Oh, it says 4 to 5 posts a week, but I don't know if that's the paid or not. But in any case, they do have premium posting and pro posting plans also available if you want them to post on your social media for you. I will tell you the algorithm for all social media platforms doesn't like it when someone else posts for you, but it is better than nothing. So if someone goes to your profile, they will see posts there instead of like mine that just hasn't had anything posted on it for the last 6 years. They'll actually see that you have something posting on a regular basis, but it won't push as heavily as native content stuff that you put up. So take that into account as you sign up. But it's super cheap, right? $59 every 6 months is pretty cheap to have someone go in and post for you on social media. And you do get the basic posting for free. So at the very least, you may want to check that out and see if it's worth it. Don, I think you have them posting for you. Is that?
Yes. I have this $79 package and they're doing
nice.
They're doing a lot of posts for me, and they do holidays. There was a happy Groundhog Day post that came out that I didn't do that they did for me. There's also another way to access this on IntelliAgent. On the links on the left-hand side, if you go all the way down to the bottom to the help center, click on that. And then it brings up this box. And if you go to I think under marketing. No, it's not under marketing. You go up. It's under it's one of those. I'll figure it out.
How about if I type in
Yeah, it takes you to the same place.
Don, how often are they posting for you with the $79 premium package?
They're doing like at least 4 to 6 postings a week.
Okay.
So it's under websites.
Yeah.
In help, and it's IntelliAgent website
there
customization service. So that's what you're looking for if you're doing it through IntelliAgent. That's where you find it. So jumping back over to it, so they have the social media posting. They also have the ability to create your profiles if you need a Facebook page or a Twitter page, or you need that updated to look nice with backgrounds and your picture and all that. They will do that for you. So they'll do a one-time $50 fee or a one-time $75 fee to make sure and add Twitter, which is no longer Twitter, it's X, but X and Facebook, or just Facebook, to either refresh those or to update your profiles there to make them.
Yep, I'm also doing the post, having them do the postings for me too.
Nice. Have you enjoyed it?
You know, I just see that they're doing it. I can't say that I've gotten any business from it, but it is keeping my information out there.
Yeah, and that's what it's for. So that's perfect. And then if you want social media advertising, they can do a social media ad for you and push business to your Facebook or lead gen sites, lead magnet sites, or whatever you want. And so that's something I'll probably try on this new listing that I just got, just to try it out and see how that works. And then they'll do social media
Really
bundles.
quick, this is Cameron.
Yeah, go ahead, Cameron.
I apologize to burden. Will you just give me an example of a lead gen site?
So if you were going to have this go somewhere, I would have it go to your Fathom site, which then
Okay,
when they search
that's right.
for
Okay,
property,
that's right.
right?
Okay, I just want to make sure.
That's what I've done as well.
Okay,
I had
very good.
GoSocial build my website, hook up the links, and not realizing that our AI or our IA is the database to the back end of the CRM. So you got the CRM and the website that hook together, which I didn't realize. I know you guys have trained me 1,000 times on it, but it's like learning Spanish. You gotta learn what a pronoun is before you know understand everything else. It's crazy.
Okay, so next one up is social media advertising, which you just talked about, and then social media bundles. So you can get a bundle where they do page design, pro footers, basic ads, like, so you can bundle that all in. And then they do newsletters. So an email newsletter, if you want them to design a newsletter, it's $60 a month to make your newsletter. They do your MailChimp, your 1 month newsletter, and then pro posting. So that's all included in your newsletter. So if you don't want to do your own newsletter, you want a really nice newsletter to send out each month, that's $60 a month, and they'll set that all up for you so that you can send those out very easily.
So Jeff, do you know if that includes do they set up a MailChimp account for you that you can utilize?
Yeah.
That you
so they'll
can
set up the
things?
MailChimp. They'll help you get all your contacts in there. They'll set it up so that it's just one button push so that it uploads your monthly newsletter. You push it and it just goes out.
So
That's
you can post other
email.
items.
Sorry, one at a time. Go ahead, Don.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, so you can post other items during the month or whatever as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, I would think that gives you your full MailChimp account. So you could do whatever you wanted with your MailChimp account.
Okay.
Within reason, obviously. You were saying that you feel like it's expensive, Lisa?
Yeah, for an email, they're not even physically putting a stamp on anything.
I mean, they're doing the whole creation of the email.
I bet you Maya can do it for $20 a month on Canva and give it to you in a PDF and you could send it out.
Can and will are two different things, but yes, it's not. If you do it yourself, honestly, it's
that includes your MailChimp account, Lisa.
Well, I don't need any more chimpanzees in my life.
But you could also go with somewhere like Buffini where you're going to pay $140 a month. You do get extras on top of that, but you get a newsletter as well. So there are other options out there for sure. I can't comment on whether that is or isn't expensive. To be honest, I don't have any affiliation with GoSocial Agent. So I don't, if you use them or you don't, that's up to you. I'm just giving you the resource. You can decide if it fits your needs and your budget.
I think it's better than nothing.
Yeah, if you're not doing anything at all and you've got the $60 a month, I would definitely tell you to do it. So IntelliAgent website customization. So this is the one that most people don't know about. They will go in and customize your website, put up your own brand colors, your logos, like all team logos, all that kind of stuff. Make it exactly what you want and function how you want. Links to any articles or blogs or those kind of things that you want to put on your site. And so that's a fantastic service if you want something on your IntelliAgent website, your Fathom website, that's more than just the basics and you don't want to do it yourself. There are ways to do it yourself, but you've got to decide, is $3.99 worth your time and effort in doing it, or would you just prefer to have a professional go in and do it for you?
And I did have them do mine, and I thought they did a great job.
So if you want to look at what's yours, Brooke Gardner?
It's the, just looking at too. I see, I'll post it in the notes.
I think it's Brooke Gardner.
I think that would be worth it, $3.99 for that.
No,
that's not it.
No, it's isellutah.fathomrealty.com.
Oh, you got fancy.
Yeah, I got that I Sell Utah back before we ever knew. It was when when the internet first came out. I had no idea that that would be that important to keep it.
Yeah, so you can see Brooks done his all in blues, which is nice. Put his logo up here at the top, and then made some extra downloads available and about me available. And so this is what his website looks like. Each of the locations that he services, his books that he sells, and then some testimonials.
That looks great.
So it looks really good. Yeah, I love it.
I
So they
love
can
it
do
too,
that
but I
for
wish
you.
his car was the main photo because I love his cow car.
Put his car back here instead of houses.
Yeah, I love his cow car. Do you
But,
still
but
drive
then
that?
you would have to sell cars
yeah.
instead of houses. You don't make as much sense.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, so that's GoSocial Agent. Hopefully that helps you know what's available there if you want to use that. Definitely take a look at that. All right, next, let's go over to aligned showings. So if you don't know how to get to aligned showings, if you go into your MLS account, over here on the left-hand side on the main page is where aligned showings is, and that'll take you into all of your aligned showings capabilities there. And so there's a lot in here. It has your calendar of the showings that you have, the showings that'll be on your listings and those kind of things. Any routes that you've set up. So you can see my past routes, the houses that we've seen when it was scheduled and those kind of things. Your listings
Jeff,
that you currently have up.
Something that's interesting is when you book an appointment, it'll automatically put it in your Google calendars.
Yeah, you can tie your Google Calendar directly to it, which is nice if you use
Yeah.
Google Calendar, right? And then your listings, anything related to your listings will be in there. Alerts will be obviously the alerts that you receive on those listings or anything else. And then your reports. So this is what I want to go over mainly is your report today and just one report in general, but I'll show you the different reports that they do have. So they have a listing activity that shows the listing activity for your listings, your active listings. I currently just have one active listing. It's been on one day. And so we've had one showing that's scheduled for today. And then it will go through your showing activity. So any showings that you've done either on properties or showings that have occurred on your property. I'll do price point analysis last, and then your daily appointment summary. So if you wanted to look and see what appointments are happening for today, you can get a list like this and print that out, take it with you. This is really nice when you've got 5 or 6 buyers that you're showing houses to. You've got 10 showings that you're going to have. You can just do a report for today. It will show all your properties along with the information, your extra instructions, so where the Supra is, or if it's on a key box, what the code is, all that kind of thing. Print that out, take it with you in your car, and it makes it very easy to kind of follow along and know where you're going and what your next appointment's going to be. So that's a great report to run every morning if you're going to go do showings. And then lastly, this is the one I want to show you, and this is one that I get questions about all the time, and that's this price point analysis. So again, we're in aligned showings under reports, and then on the top tab, let me make that a little bigger. It's probably pretty small. On the top tab is this price point analysis right here. And this is nice to be able to see what kind of showing activity is happening in your market, right? So I just put up a listing in West Jordan. So I could type in West Jordan. And my listing is at 690. So if I went from, let's just say 650 up to 750, maybe, there we go. And I'll just leave it all. I'm not going to filter it down any. I'm just going to look at all of the listings in West Jordan between 650 and 750. And when I generate this report, it will show you what kind of showing activity has happened. I have it currently set for the last month. And it's being super slow today.
It's that great Wi-Fi at the office.
Yeah, I'm actually wired in, so it shouldn't be Wi-Fi.
Oh.
It should be good. I don't know why. Usually aligned is pretty quick. They might be experiencing one of their little bugs. Every once in a while they get these blips where it just doesn't work. It doesn't work to schedule a showing or do anything. So I'm not sure why, but yeah, that one's not working. So that's a great report, guys. Congratulations.
Yay!
All right, so you can see in each of the $10,000 price range for over the last month how many showings have happened, right? And this is a nice little bar graph that I usually totally ignore because I don't really care for that. I care for actual stats and numbers. That's just me. So if I look in the 650 range, there were 29 appointments. That's 20% of the showings have happened in that price range, right? And on average, every month, they have 28 showings. Our weekly average for each listing is, our weekly average for this price point is almost 7 showings a week. And that's 9 showings per listing over the last month. So in a month's time, someone in the 650 range should expect 9 showings. So it's about 2 showings a week. If you're getting less than that, then there's probably a problem with your listing. Or if you're getting, more or that equal that, you're right where you kind of need to be based on what everybody else is getting. So if you look at the 700 range, total appointments were 18. So this is 700 to 709. The total appointments were 18. And if you look.
Hello? Jeffrey, where did you go?
Still here.
Oh my God, I didn't hear you talk. Go ahead.
Did I cut out for everybody?
Yeah, you cut out for just a moment.
Oh, phew, I thought he was just
Sorry.
not liking me today.
Yeah, I
thought
put you
it
on.
was breakdancing during the freeze.
All right, so going back to this then, if you look in the 700 range, there were 18 total appointments over the last month. And if you look at how many appointments per listing, each listing got 18 showings. So what does that tell you?
Only
Like
one listing got
one listing, one appointment per listing.
There's only one listing in here, right? So there's only one listing that got showings.
I got a question. How do I know how many homes are in the 650 to the 659? I don't, right?
Not off this report.
Okay.
So then you have to go back to your MLS, search in West Jordan for 650 to 659 actives, and it'll tell you how many are there.
Okay, my next question is, if I'm going to do a listing appointment to try to win the listing, and I bring this report and and they want to list at 700, but I really think it's only worth 650. How do I use this report to explain why going a little bit lower is going to get their house sold, or what? How can I use this in real life?
Yeah, so this report directly is going to be hard, but it will help you, right? Because you'll go and you'll look in the 700 to 710 range, and let's say there's 10 listings in there.
Okay.
Right? And you've only got one of those 10 listings that had any activity whatsoever, right? The other 9 had 0 showings because only one had 18 showings.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
But then if I look in the 650 range, let's say that I've got, for easy numbers, 3 listings in there. Each one of those is getting 10 showings during that time.
Yeah.
Right? So you've got a lot more showings per listing depending on what's actually in there.
Interesting.
Yeah, since there are 29 total appointments and 9.57 appointments per listing, you can basically divide that 9.67 into the 29 appointments and come pretty close to how many homes got showings.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but this only counts a house that's actually had a showing, right? So let's say we've got 30 houses active in the 650 range, but only 5 of those got showings. Those other 25 homes don't count in this total at all. So it doesn't totally help you understand exactly what's happening.
You're right.
What does help you is if you're actually in this category, right? And you say, okay, I'm in the 650 range. I got no showings this week. And I go back and I look and every other house is getting 9 showings a week. Well, there's something wrong. Right?
Okay.
And so this is a good way to show your client once you're listed, hey, this is how many appointments we should be getting. And we're not getting that. Right. And that's because you're overpriced or whatever. Or you can come and you can say, let's say, in the 710 to 720 range, well, they're only getting 2 showings a week. we got 3 and my clients are upset because I only got 3 showings. Well, that's actually better than the average.
Okay.
So I'm actually
So
doing
this
better.
report is for when I'm already listed on the market.
It's the best way to use it, but there are ways to use it by extrapolating this data, taking it with MLS data and combining them in order to show kind of what you were asking about.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yes.
Well, it looks like
Okay.
you can only do one city at a time though, huh?
You can do zip code. I don't know if you can do multiple zip codes.
Can you do a comma after it or no?
Well, let's see.
No.
Nope.
No. No. So it just takes one.
That's
And
one
probably
at
the
a
same
time.
with zip code. Yeah, so you'll have to do one at a time. Okay, any other questions about Align showings? Oh, I did want to show you one other thing, but any other questions about Align before I show you one other thing?
I like this report thing. I'm gonna use that more often.
Okay. When you do have listings like this and you're editing your listing, one of the things that I found, so you'll go into your edit listing and this box will come up, and this is where you can add in all your information about, how long you want to make your appointments and those kind of things. As a side note, I would recommend that you set if you're not doing overlapping appointments, and I now always allow overlapping appointments because I want more than one person to be able to go at one time, 2 or 3, depending on the size of the house. And then make sure your maximum appointment length isn't like 180 minutes or whatever. If someone schedules out a 3-hour block and you don't have overlapping showings, that's going to make it so nobody else can schedule for 3 hours, right? And as a buyer's agent, I actually often use this. I'll schedule my appointments if they let me for an hour or an hour and a half, even though I know it's going to take me 20 minutes, just because that gives me leeway on either side. And because I then know I'm blocking all the other agents out from going to see it. So maybe I'll have a better chance of actually getting the property, right? So just be careful with your maximum appointment length. What I was going to show you though is down here in the additional instructions. When you go to additional instructions, down here kind of grayed out, I'll make that a little bigger even, is this add commonly used instructions. So instead of just having to type everything in here, you can go to this and it has a whole checklist of things that you can just easily add to the instructions that go to the agent, right? So if you've got pets that you don't want them to let out, keep the kids outside, just kidding. Access, so entering through the garage or the side. And then I use like leave a business card, leave the lights on, lock the doors, don't lock the garage door, and provide feedback. So whatever you think you want to use in here, this is a really easy way to add some good comments so that you don't have to type it all out or remember what it is that you're going to put in here. So that's available to you on every listing when you're setting that up. Add commonly used instructions.
Jeff, can you access this screen just by clicking on my listings?
Yeah, so you go to my listings, it'll show your listings up here, and then you click this little pencil icon up in the top of that listing,
So
which is editing it, and that will take you into this screen.
Does it default to what does it default to? Can you create like a default for you or no?
No.
Okay, you got to
It
edit
defaults
each
to
listing.
this being totally blank and
Okay.
this being off. It defaults to a 60-minute showing and
Okay.
no overlapping appointments.
Okay.
And so that's what you'll typically see on most because people don't go in and edit this. You'll see that most listings allow you to do a 60-minute showing with no overlap. So, other questions about aligned showings? Okay, let's move on to the next one then. The next one is SkySlope Forms, and this is going to be some stuff that will help you tremendously save some time. So back on the MLS, if you don't know how to get SkySlope Forms, you can go to forms.skyslope.com and get in and log in and do all that if you want. The easier way is to go off the MLS, and you can either use the button here off the main page, or under Forms up here at the top, you can go to the SkySlope Forms here, and that will get you into it. Remember that SkySlope Forms is free, quote unquote, with your MLS subscription. So you get to use that for free. Great service and great product in order to get your contracts filled out and signed. Okay, so here are the things that I want to show you that will save your life. First and foremost, I don't know how often, what would you say, how often when you put in a signature block are you also needing to put a date right next to it?
Often.
Like almost every single time.
90% of the time.
Right. So let me help you with that. So if you go up here to the top corner, let me make this bigger again.
For us old people.
And those on there, your iPhone screens.
I can see it fine.
I forgot about those youngsters.
Up here at the top under apps, if you'll go to your DigiSign app, and then once you're in DigiSign, and it doesn't really matter what you get into here, you're going to go into your profile up at the top. So click on your name and then go to preferences. And there are a couple of things that you can change here, but the very first one is doing this, include date and time.
Are you kidding me?
So now every time you add it, you're adding both, when you click, it adds both a signature and a date and time right next to each other every single time. Right. And so then you don't have to go up and add each one separately. It just automatically does that.
How do you find all this crap?
How you are Chat GPT.
I let Don do all the work in the brokerage while I just play around with stuff all day long.
All this stuff.
I love this because it's okay to have a date and time, but it's
Sure.
not okay to miss a date and time.
Well, the thing is, when I don't need it, I will click it and then I'll just click the date and time and delete it. That's easier than having to add it, right? Because they're not connected and you can actually move it. So if the date and time are further over, you can grab it and move it over wherever.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you. I love this.
It automatically adds it for you.
Jeff, can you go through those steps again?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I've missed that too.
Because you all thought I was going to show something stupid, and instead
I wrote it down, team. I can send it out.
I think this is all stupid. I want to go back and carry in the MLS books.
All right, so when you're on your main, when you go into SkySlope Form, you're on your main thing. It shows all your files down here. You're going to go up here to apps, top right, and you're going to switch over to DigiSign.
Yes.
Okay. And then once you're in DigiSign, so once you get to this screen,
click your name.
Yep, click your name. I'll make it bigger again. Click your name and then go to preferences. And then from there, you can just change to whichever one you want. So you can do signature block only, which is the default, right? You can do just the date so it doesn't have the time, or you can do date and time. I do date and time because I like to have a timestamp with it.
And that does the signature and the date and time.
Signature and date and time, correct.
I love it.
All right, and then you can change if you're like backwards and you want your date format change, you can do that. I don't know why. This is another one that you may want to change if it bugs you. So if you've ever done this where you click and you put in something and then you want to get off of it, so you try to click in an empty space, but instead you just add another initial box next to it and another one, and you're like, what the heck? Why can't
Yeah, and then you got to delete them all.
Yeah. So if you want, you can change this to be deselect it afterwards. And so you'll see once they click it, then it deselects initials up here. Now, the bad part of that is every single time you've got to go back up and click initials again.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'll just delete it.
Right. So that's available to you if you want. And then just remember, once you've made those selections, make sure and save it down here at the bottom. Okay. And then on your email preferences, you've got two options here. You can send the completed documents as a link and as attachment so that you get the PDF attached in your email. Or when you get that email, it just sends a link and doesn't include the attachment with it. I prefer to have the PDFs there so I can just download them easily and put them into another email or upload them into IntelliAgent or whatever. But you can change that based on what you want. Auto reminders are here. I like to have auto reminders enabled so that if they don't do anything within 24 hours, they automatically get a reminder to go back in and sign their documents. Okay. So those are all your preferences for DigiSign. Makes your life super easy if you go in and change those to however you happen to do work. Question on those? Okay.
Love it.
Next one is clauses. And if you've never used clauses, they're right up here at the top is one way that you can access them. But let me actually go into a file and show you how they work.
I thought that was Santa's family.
It is. Mr. and Mrs.
The
Yeah.
clauses.
So when you're in, sorry, I probably went too fast. I went
You
into
did.
just a blank addendum, right? It doesn't matter what you're filling out, but whatever you're filling out, if it has an area to fill in down here, instead of having to type the same thing out every time. So this is one, for example, that we use when we're not listing it on the MLS as soon as we sign our ERS. You could type this whole thing in, right? Every single time that you use this. But if there's something that you use all the time, right? Let's say you're just blank, you can use this add clauses button down here at the bottom, and you can pick from something that you use all the time. So let's say closing costs. I've typed in a closing cost clause, and now when I add that in, it automatically populates that for me, and I just need to put the $5,000 in.
Why aren't you using the closing cost addendum?
I am, but in certain circumstances, I'm trying to combine multiple things into one addendum. And so I am copying this information directly out of that
Okay.
addendum, right?
Okay.
So I'm not writing my own language with it. I'm just copying it out.
Okay.
So whatever you want, you can add any clauses in here. This is one that was used during COVID, right? That explains all the COVID
Holy
stuff.
cow.
Right. And I wouldn't want to have to retype all that every single time. So it allows you to do something like that. And then if you have something that you type all the time, you can just create a new clause right here and title it whatever you want. And you can categorize it if you need to. You don't have to. If it doesn't come up what you want, you could type any category you want and it will save it. Right. And then you can type literally whatever you want in the body and however you want and create that clause. And then you can use it over and over again. So anytime you come across a clause that you need the language for, instead of calling Don or I, you can actually just have it in here. And then I don't have to retype it and send it to you in a text every time that you forget how to get there.
So what is the language again for like the square footage? Or the lead-based paint? Isn't there like something Fathom wants us to have specific language?
Yes, but that's on the MLS. So
Okay.
that's not within your contracts itself.
Okay, perfect.
Did you have a question, Don? Did I answer it? Okay.
Yeah.
Jeff, did you create those clauses or are they already loaded? A lot of them already loaded in there.
There's no clauses automatically added, so you'll have to add your own clauses. If you have a clause that you want me to write language for or send you or something that you use all the time, just ask. I'm happy to send it to you. Then you can just copy and paste it directly into your clauses to use.
Or sometimes you'll actually see other agents send over clauses that look and sound good, you know?
Yeah, exactly. If you see something from another agent that works for you, feel free to copy and paste that into your clauses and use it later. So
Yeah, I think the one that we use a lot also is, I think it's a verbiage that the seller agrees that the property will not be listed on the MLS until on or before. We use that a lot. I will put that in there. That would be a good one.
Yeah, so that's one I use all the time. If I'm not going to be able to list the property within 5 days of the ERS being signed, so that's why I have that as one of my clauses so that I can just change that, put the date in. I'm good to go. Super.
Can we copy your clauses, Jeff, when we are in the office? And we say, okay, can we take a picture of your clauses and we can put in on ours too?
Yeah, I've only got 3 clauses right now, but you're welcome. I'm happy to put those in an email and send them out if you want them.
That'd be awesome.
My one is the ERS one. The other one is my closing costs. This one for COVID, I should probably just delete because it's not used anymore. Hopefully.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Hopefully we never go back.
Maybe we need to figure out something for short sale because they're coming back.
Yeah, if you see anything that you want me to write language for, I'm happy to write language and send it to you.
Yeah, because you
Just
are-
a reminder, all you agents.
Because you are a lawyer that never was, and we're lucky that you were never a lawyer.
Hey,
Yeah, other than the financial part of it, it's great.
Just a reminder on this addendum, this clause that Jeff has. Remember that this gives you permission, and then after you get this signed, then you have to go into the MLS under MLS forms, and you also have to submit it to the MLS. So you go.
So that's here. Once you do that, you go to the MLS, you go up to forms, and you're under MLS forms on this one, which I always click on accident when I'm looking for regular forms.
I know,
Me
me too.
But this
okay,
is
then
what you
how do
actually
we go
want.
Almost
there?
every time, yes.
So once you go to MLS forms, it's this top one, top left-hand corner.
Yes, I
MLS
could not
exclusion.
find that the other day.
Yeah, that's why they put it right at the top, the first one, because it's hard to find.
Yeah, guess what? I was in Fathom, but I told my friend, just don't sign it until Sunday, and that way I'll get everything on the market within 5 days. I can't find the
Yeah.
form.
That does work with certain circumstances for sure.
Okay, thank
But
you.
so there's the listing exclusion. You'll go in, put the property address, the date of your exclusive right to sell, the expiration date of your exclusive right to sell, who you are, if there's a co-listing agent, your office, and then you can pick from do not submit until the submission date, do not submit until the MLS, until it's publicly marketed. That's the one I recommend you do.
Yes.
Or do not submit while the listing agreement is in effect. So those are your three options.
And once again, can you go to those choices again, Jeff?
Yep.
That very last one, if you're not going
it doesn't
to, for
make that
instance,
clear.
I had somebody call me and they have a neighbor that's going to buy a property. And so they don't want to put it on the MLS. So they're going to do the last choice that it's never going to go on the MLS. And then if you do that, you don't have to do the residential listing input form. You still have to do a listing agreement and, all of that paperwork, but you don't have to do the paperwork to put it actually onto the MLS.
Right. Okay, so that is clauses. So that should save you some time in having to retype things over and over again. Let me add a document. See if I can find one real quick. Let's go with that one. That's fine. Okay, so here's a time saver that I think I've taught Lisa and a few other agents, but is one that will definitely save you some time when you're trying to get things signed. So let's say that these aren't signed and I need to go in and add initials and date to the bottom of every one of these, right? So in order to do that, I'm going to prepare signature, going to next. I'm in here and I'm going to add, and I'll show you the signature piece of it as well while I'm here, but I'm going to add initials and date to the bottom of each of these 4 pages, right? So normally the way most agents do this is they do the initials for buyer number 1, then they do the initials for buyer number 2, then they go in and do a date, and then they go to the next page and they do the same thing, right? They put the date in, they put the initials in, initials for the second buyer, right? And so on every page, you're going and clicking that every single time in order to do it, right? Instead, here's an easy way to do it. Once you have this all set up at the bottom the way that you want, and whether it's at the bottom or wherever you're going to put the same thing on each page, you'll go ahead and do this, and then you'll unselect up here. So you've got nothing selected up here. And you'll just draw a box around it so that all of it is selected. Okay. Once you have that box selected, it'll say multiple here. And the key is over here on this side. On this side, you have the option to just copy this. So if I now copy this and I go down to my next page and I hit paste, it automatically puts that in for you. And you can just do that on each page, one after the other, until you get all the way down and you're done.
And then you can move them if you need to.
Yeah, if you need to move them, you can move them as a group.
Okay.
Right? So,
How did you draw the box again?
so to draw the box, you have to make sure that nothing up at the top is
It's
selected.
selected, right?
And then from there, you literally just click and drag. And
Click and drag,
it will draw a
But
box
I
around it.
think the key was nothing selected.
Yeah, if you have
Yeah.
something selected, then when you click, it's just going to
Yeah, keep
adding.
replicating that.
over and over again.
Yep.
Jeff,
And
that was
then-
the question I was going to ask you today, because I remember when you taught this before, and I thought, wow, that's cool. And yeah, I made the same mistake that Lisa did. I did
Yep.
not unselect everything up at the top. So,
Yeah.
And that's one of those preferences also, if you don't remember, that's one of those preferences where every time you can do it so that every time you put something in, it automatically deselects this, right? But then you've got to go up and select it every time. So that's kind of a pain for most people. And to show you the signature part of it, when I do a signature, because I have that turned on, now you can see
Nice.
that it automatically just puts
Yes.
in the signature and the date. And then I can move the date wherever I want if I need to.
love
move
it.
around. Okay. So that's an option for you. And copy and paste honestly saves me more time than anything else that I do in SkySlope Forms. Seller property condition disclosures, for example, as a buyer, when I receive them and I've got to add initials to all 16 pages, this is a huge time saver, right? So don't forget that you've got that copy and paste option over here on the side.
Wait, what do you mean? How do I use that right now? So I'm gonna put the signature and then show me that.
For the seller property condition disclosures,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
example,
Why are you saying copy and paste will help me?
it's the same thing. So on the seller disclosures, it's 16 pages long and
Right.
it has these initials and a date that has to go on the bottom of every one, right? So once I have them down here and
Yes.
ready to go, then at that point, I can just select them,
Yep, yep. And
copy
then
them,
copy and then go down.
paste them on every page.
Oh, I have to
Right.
hit the word paste to put it there?
Yeah,
I
so
can
there's
enter.
two ways. You can't enter. There's two ways to do it. You can either hit paste every time or
Control V.
control or command V. V
Yeah.
is in Victor. So
Okay.
command V will paste it. You can see it just pastes it over and over and over and over.
Oh, no. Okay.
The other thing that you can use is command C, which is copy. So once you have everything selected, instead of hitting copy here, you can do command C.
No, I don't like to memorize that stuff.
No, but just so you know, you can do that. That's there. And for those of you who are super, super OCD and you've got to have everything lined up. right?
Yes.
So if this one's off just a little bit,
Yeah.
and you select two things, there's this alignment thing down here at the bottom so that it can
What?
align top or bottoms,
oh
and
my,
that will
love
actually
it.
align them.
Oh
Where
my
is
gosh.
the aligned part, Jeff? I don't know that part.
So it's right down here on the left-hand side over here.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Oh, that's what it's for. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's what it's for, is to
Okay.
align your boxes. If you're super OCD and you've got to have them
Yes.
exactly matching. Okay, so that's there.
I thought they just put pretty little pictures down there.
Bar graphs.
I thought, how cute. Look.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next time I'll go through templates, but I want to show you something else over on CloudCMA. But before I go over to CloudCMA, is there any questions, anything I need to go through or help with on DigiSign SkySlope Forms?
No, this has been
Hey, Jeff.
wonderful.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jeff,
go ahead.
can we upload our Fathom disclosures onto the SkySlope so we have them there?
I wish, right?
Oh.
So, yeah, it's a function that, because it's SkySlope Forms and not SkySlope regular, we don't have the ability to make that a default form that we would be able to use all the time.
Okay.
So I wish that we could do that. I really do. I
Can't even add
thought that would be a
clause.
That would be
fantastic.
nice.
Can't add it in clauses.
No, but
No.
we're talking about the affiliated business disclosure, right? So in order to put a whole entire form, that wouldn't work. You would have to have a blank document to put in the clause. So that's not
But
good.
we still need to get an e-signature on that.
You do still need to get a signature on your affiliated business disclosure, yes. And I'll tell you that that's part of templates.
Yes.
Okay.
I love templates.
And
It
so-
changed my life.
Yeah, templates is one of those that will actually help you tremendously. So it's something that I don't know why I got logged out.
Why? What happened?
It logged me out because it doesn't like me.
So templates is where we would put our Fathom affiliate disclosures under so that we can pick it up and get signatures.
So I'll quickly show you what templates does. When I create a new buyer file, and I might have something with nothing in it. Let's just delete this out. So if I have a completely blank file that I've started, right? Instead of having to start blank and go in and add my forms one by one and upload all my forms, once I have my template set, I can apply the standard buyer template and it will add all my buyer documents in.
Oh,
So
nice. Okay.
Buyer, I've already got my affiliated uploaded, right? So that affiliated business disclosure is already in my packet. And so you can add it to a packet, either a buyer, a seller, whatever packets you want that automatically bring those forms in. And those forms can be pre-filled and ready to go.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
So it's a little bit of a time-consuming process to show you how to set that up, but that's what templates are for. If you want to go through the help section and look for templates, it will help you set up templates that you can do that with.
Perfect. Thanks, Jeff.
Any other questions on SkySlope Forms? Okay, let me jump over to CloudCMA then. And the easiest way again is through the MLS. So on the MLS, again, CloudCMA is something that is offered to you for free through your subscription to the MLS. MLS subscription, while it seems kind of pricey, reality is you get a lot of tools for free through the MLS. So make sure and take advantage of all these. So CloudCMA, most people think of this as a CMA product. Obviously, CloudCMA is something that you can create a CMA through. But I wanted to show you, we were in our Buffini class yesterday and talked about buyer tour, last week, about buyer tours and how when you go on a buyer tour and you're showing properties, Lisa brought up the fact that you want to give them a piece of paper or notebook or something that they can write down notes and remember the property if you're going to go through 4 or 5 properties, right? And CloudCMA actually allows you to do this. Up here at the top, it has your buyer tour. And so you can see I've got a bunch of buyer tours in here. I'll show you what they look like first so that you can see it.
This is Bubba's tour that just got out of prison, right?
Yep, Bubba, my cousin Bubba. Yeah. So this is the tour. It has a cover page to it. You can include your resume, a contact page. There's a lot you can add at the buyer process. So I wouldn't do this on every one. I would probably just start at the map. So this gives them a map of where they are. I just picked random properties. You can tell one's even expired. And then it shows the listing. It will show a map of where the listing is, the first picture. It will show the price, the details, like all the things that are on the MLS. Gives you your remarks, so whatever the agent put in there. And then for each one, and then at the bottom gives you a space for comments that they can write in, right? And so they can go through on each property. Hey, that's actually Gary Haynes' new listing. If you need a property over in PG, that's a great listing. And so you can have this for each one of your listings so that they can, or each one that you're showing so they can remember what it is that they're going to go see, right? So if I go over, let me show you how to create it because it's actually super easy. If I can get this to go away. So you'll just create a buyer tour. You'll go in, create a buyer tour, name it. And then you'll put in the MLS numbers that you're going to go show.
Ooh, let's see if these really come up.
I always end up picking a land one by mistake somehow.
What?
And then do fetch listings. Yeah, they're actually all kind of close to me. Oh no, I've got one down in St. George.
Yeah.
So that'd be a fun buyer tour for sure.
One in Park City for 4.6 million.
Love it.
I'll take that one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pending. It's
pending. Sorry, you can't buy that one. And one that's canceled. But in any case, you would obviously pick properties that you're going to go show. And then once you've got those in there, you go to customize report at the bottom. And that brings up your ability to put in your tour how you want it. So all of these standard things are available. You can pay more to CloudCMA to get these power pages. I've never used them, but they're available. Honestly, I don't really think they're worth it. They're just a whole bunch of text that nobody's going to read. But it's up to you on if you feel like they're useful. You get all of these standard things for free. So a title page, if you don't want your resume, you just click the little red thing next to it. Your contact me, the home buyer process. So I would leave in a map, a listings chapter, and put in the details, probably take out the photos and just leave in a comment sheet if I were just going to do this for note taking. And then, but over here, you could add whatever you wanted, right? And then once you publish this, it takes a minute for the PDF to be available. But I'll show you that it makes it, I mean, that took me 3 minutes to make this easy buyer tour. Gives them a map and then each listing with its details and a comment page, right? And so you can just give this to them in a packet, staple it all together, or put it in a binder or whatever you want to do. And they can easily remember what the property was and make comments on it so that they can remember when you go back at the end and have a discussion with them about where they're going and or where they went and what home might actually work for them.
Jeff, can you go back up to that deck on that? That's really a first page on that, or first picture. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't think that's, oh, that is.
That was someone's first picture.
That's, yeah, that's their first picture.
Huh, maybe I should go talk to that
So you
seller.
see how bad the house must look terrible, right?
I know, I should go talk to that seller. Tell him I could do better.
Let's see whose listing this is.
No,
if we
you
can
should.
finish anybody.
It's yours, Don, isn't it?
No, it is not mine, but that would be torturous interference with an existing contract. Okay.
It's a multi-unit house. That's not even that bad, but
I know, and it has solar.
I definitely would not have picked that as my first picture.
Me either.
Yeah, it's a duplex in actually pretty nice shape.
How many days on market from that first picture?
86.
That makes sense. Okay.
And they've already done a price reduction of $50,000.
Wow. How many bedrooms and baths?
Layton, it's a duplex, so
I know.
Layton, 2 beds.
2 bedrooms and 1 bath.
I would have had that sold already.
2 bedrooms, 2 baths on each side.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty nice property.
It actually is.
So
It's a bad agent.
Dominic should really thank
No,
me
it's
for showing all of the.
Get it right, Dominique.
All right, he should really thank me. Are you sure you know Dominique?
No, but Dominique's a female. Oh my God, look at that picture of Dominique.
That's got to be the best agent photo I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Come on.
What
people.
he's trying to tell you is this is a real dog of a listing.
Yeah, or a dog of an agent.
Oh my gosh. All right. So back over to CloudCMA. So that's buyer tours. Super easy. Use those on your buyer tours. The next one is property. This is a single property one. So let's say that you had one property that you wanted to send to the client. You wanted to make sure it was branded to you. So this one, for example, is the one that I want to send. This is my new listing that I am hell bent to sell. This is the South Fork property that's listed at $43 million. So
Nice.
if you wanted to do a single property like this, it gives all the pictures. It shows the area restaurants. You can put in area schools, all of those kind of things. It's kind of like Live by Local, but it's for one property only. Right?
And that was under
so this is under CloudCMA under the property.
Okay.
Right? And it's the same thing. You just go to name it and put in the one MLS number.
Do you think that would be something nice to put at your listing so that people could
Great
take
idea.
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great property flyer for sure.
Okay.
Because it's got included with it the local restaurants, the schools, the ratings, all those kind of things. So that would be really good. Presentation, honestly, I looked through it. It's not useful, so it's not
Okay.
something that I'm even going to spend time with. I'm not sure why it's there. It's just basically a slideshow of exactly what I've shown you before in PDF. So I'm not sure why you would ever use this. Flyer, on the other hand, is great if you are making flyers, like for your listing, right? So if I want to do a flyer, I can go in, put in the client, and put in the MLS number or address. Let me pull my listing in so that I can advertise my listing.
Yes, please.
Is it done?
You have so many.
Just one.
What are all those other ones? Old ones?
No. So as a broker, we see everybody's.
Oh, okay.
So when we go to my listings, we see everybody's stuff.
Oh,
That's why we get calls from every lead company because they think that we have all this business. I'm serious. It's crazy.
So you put in the MLS number and that will bring up your flyer ability.
maybe.
I don't know why everything's being so slow today. So it'll show you where it's at. And then you click customize. And here you can make any kind of
Oh my
flyer you want.
gosh, I don't even have
Right.
to go into Canva.
Nope, it's actually super easy. So you can go in here. You can change this to any color theme that you want to use. There's a ton of color themes in here.
I
So
love
whatever,
it.
however you want to color it. You can do layouts. So pick whatever kind of layout you want. If you just want one big picture in the middle, if you want
Oh,
three
that
on the
was my
top
house
and
in
one in the middle.
Syracuse. I
Okay.
think I sold that house.
No, this is my West Jordan listing.
That's exactly the house I sold in Syracuse.
Weird. Maybe they moved it.
Yeah. Maybe it's the same. Maybe it's a typical Utah.
You can
Bill.
change your.
So
can
you
change your
guys,
font.
let me bring up a little tip for you. Do you see how when Jeff pulled up 5 pictures,
Yes.
it pulls up the first 5 pictures that you have loaded on the
Yep.
MLS?
I
So
love it.
you want to always do a walkthrough of your property with the first 5 pictures so that if you're making a flyer like this, it'll have pictures of all the different areas that you think are, the things that will sell the home.
So mine are like 5 pictures of the kitchen because that's the only thing that's selling.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And those are too small. No one's gonna.
No, I would never
Yeah.
do this layout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's an awful one.
But there's a 12 different layouts you can pick from here, however you want to do it. You can change this from a just listed to any of these: for sale, investment opportunity, new to the market, coming soon, whatever you want to use there. You can't type your own in, so it's just these that you have to pick from. And then in the description, if you don't want what's ever typed in for the agent remarks, you can go in and make any description changes that you want just by going to description. So that
Oh my
makes it
God,
super
that's
easy to make your
amazing.
flyers, right? If you want to make open house flyers, this is a really easy way to make an open house flyer without having to do anything at all.
Yeah.
Already branded to you, already ready to go, print them out, you're good to go knock doors.
Is it pulling your contact information and your logo and everything, Jeff, from the MLS?
It's not. It's actually pulling it from your profile, which is up here in the
Okay.
top right corner.
Okay, so you have to
You'd have to
Good
go
to
in
know.
and
upload all those things.
customize that.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's true for all of the things across CloudCMA. One of the very first things you want to do is make sure that your profile is up to date with all your information, your contact information, and those kind of things. So make sure you do that. And then the last one is HomeBeat. HomeBeat is an automated CMA pricing type of a platform. Like everything for Utah, these just really don't work well, right? And so if you're going to use this, it's like $149. You get 2 weeks free, and it's like $199 a year. If you're going to use this, this is more of a lead source type thing where you're giving them kind of a weather forecast, right? This is kind of sort of where your house is going to be priced, but if you really want it dialed in, let me know and I'll give you a full CMA. But this will give them on a monthly basis. It sends out an email that says, here's your house and here's your value, and click here to get more information. So if that's something that you want to use, you're welcome to use it. It's there. It's not one that I would necessarily recommend unless you're just looking for a lead source. Okay.
Is this kind of like a HomeBot, Jeff?
It is through HomeBot, actually. Yeah, it's a HomeBot
It's
product.
HomeBeat. but it's
Yeah.
home. But so this is additional charge.
Yeah, $199 a year. You do get 2 weeks free if you want to just go try it out and see how it works. But just make sure and cancel before your 2 weeks, or it will automatically charge you.
Okay.
Be aware. All right, guys. Hopefully this has all been helpful. Do you have questions? Can I help with anything? Technology-wise or not, doesn't matter.
I loved it. It was so good.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Jeff. Sometimes we don't even know what we need until you show us. It's like, oh yeah, I need that education.
There you go. Somebody had another comment?
No, thank you, Jeff.
Okay. All right. Really appreciate you guys being here. Remember, go in and mark your calendars for the 15th of April, tax day. We're going to have an amazing tax day theme from Dawn. I'm sure it's going to be all about paying your taxes. So originally we were going to have it on April.
Real estate can be so taxing.
Originally we were going to have it April 1st, but we couldn't get that day, and that would have been an amazing thing. April 15th is our new day. Make sure and put that down. It'll be 10 to about 11:30. It usually lasts about an hour and a half. So put that on your calendars. We'd love
it's
to have
at
each
10
and every one of
a.m.?
you there. 10 a.m. Yep.
Okay. Not
So-
okay.
Plan to be there about 9:30, so you can go through the booths and make sure you get in for the prizes and those kind of things. It'll be fun.
We don't know
Okay.
the location yet, do we?
Yeah, it's the same place we were last year.
It's the Gail Miller Conference
Center.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's it's right across the freeway from the Salt Lake Board of Realtors. You can throw a rock across I-15 and it'll hit the conference center. If you've got that good of an arm.
Jeff, will this video be available soon to rewatch? Because I missed a little bit with some technical difficulties.
Soon is relative. Probably by Friday, so I'll have it up.
Okay. Thank you.
And so here's where it is, the conference center right there. The Hale Center Theater sits right here. The Salt Lake Board of Realtors is right here. So just across I-15 is the conference center.
Thank you. Perfect.
All right, guys, thanks for being here. Hope that helps. As always, Dawn and I are always here to help. I'm always amazed at how good Dawn is with people. I wish my people skills were even close to that. And so I know a lot of you call him instead of me because he's actually likes people.
Right. And I'm always amazed at how good your technology skills are, Jeff. I'm serious. You must stay up till 3 a.m. every night to delve into this stuff.
Yeah, my wife hates it. I just sit up all night long looking at stuff.
John,
I really
John,
don't.
he plugs in his electrical probe.
That's
He gets all
He
of
must have
this.
something hooked in and he just plugs in, right?
Something like that.
But
Anyhow, we love having Don. He's a great broker up there. If you ever need help, he's always happy to help, and you know I am as well. So if we can help you at any point in time, if either of us aren't available, we're always willing to help each other. You guys are all amazing agents. We love what we do. Don and I truly do love what we do. We love all of our agents. You do such fantastic work for your clients, and so thank you for being here.
Most of you. There's a couple that.
Yeah, Lisa's questionable.
No, I'm kidding.
Have a great day, guys. Thanks for being here.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.